Hello everybody, Z155 here, and welcome to Pokemon Black version 2. That is right, I am going to be finally playing through a Pokemon game. I've been looking forward to doing this for quite some time. This has been some time in the works. It's taken a little bit of hoopla, definitely, from my part, and also from a few of my friends who've been helping me out, namely Tom Strike. Tom, you know him from a few videos I've done already, and he's the one who's responsible for the beautiful overlay you're looking at. So go ahead and give him a thanks if you wish. But I have to give him a heads up because I really appreciate the work that he's done to help me out with this, and I've been looking forward to this for so long. So I really am excited to just jump right into this. Now the first thing I want to say is that this is not going to be your average Pokemon Black 2 walkthrough. Yes, it's going to be a walkthrough. I'm going to be getting every item. I'm going to be battling every trainer. I'm going to be doing the whole 9 yards, right? Playing through the whole game, top to bottom. But it's not just going to be that. It's not just going to be your average Pokemon playthrough, even though I'm going to be doing it nice and comprehensive. Like, this is actually going to be quite a special playthrough because I'm going to be playing through it with only Dark-type Pokemon. That's right, this is the Pokemon Black 2 Dark-type Monotype run, and I am super excited to bring it to you guys. I was thinking for so long, I have to do a Pokemon playthrough on my channel, but I don't know what I want to do with it, you know? So I said, you know what? I got to do something special. So here we are. Gen 5 is easily my favorite generation, in all honesty. And you'll hear me gushing about how much I love Gen 5 throughout this entire game. And it just has such great dark types. So I said, I have to do this. So I am so excited to show you guys what I've got in store. And so without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. Let's get a new game going. Hi there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Oh, it's good to be back. It is good to see you, Professor Juniper. I have not played these Gen 5 games in so long, but I am more than prepared for this. So, just so you guys know, this Cinccino gave me shiny, by the way. So get the Minccino in black and white, but what can you do? I've actually seen videos of that happening, and man, that sounds like it would just destroy me. But let's just get right into it. Normally, whenever I play through Pokemon games, I usually play as the girl, because if I'm going to be spending hours and hours and hours playing, I like looking at a girl instead of a dude. It's just me. But since I obviously am a dude, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing as the guy. Since we are clearly a dude, we're going to be playing as your boy Z-Man. So let's just type that right in. Boom. That is me. So, nice. My name is Z-Man. That is me. And now for the rival. Now, as a little bit of a thanks, a constant reminder of how great my buddy Thomas is, since he did this work for me, I am going to be naming our good fashion rival Hugh after my boy Thomas, so we can just be reminded constantly of the beautiful overlay that he made for me. So here we go. I really like Hugh, and I do usually play through the games with rivals having their default name, but this is just too special of a moment. So we're going to rock right into this game. We're going to get into the journey, the beautiful story of Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, and this is going to be so fun. So we're gonna get right in. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be so good. Are you ready for this opening animation? If you guys think freaking Sword and Shield looks good, take a look back at you know, 8 years earlier. How good this looks for just a regular DS. Ah, Spiritia City. It's good to be back. It's good to be coming in. You're gonna be hearing me gushing about this game so much, so get used to it. Alright, who she's talking to? I know. What is up, Professor Juniper? Yep. This turns out I'm pretty special. I'm gonna be getting a journey. It's gonna be nice. Alright, we're looking for Bianca. If you guys have played Black and White, you know who that is. I'm gonna be playing through this as if it's blind. At least I'm gonna attempt to. So, I'm not gonna talk too much about the connections to Black and White, but do know that Bianca should be quite the familiar name for all you who played these games before. So we're just gonna switch the battle style and the tech speed just for some extra challenge and also for speed's sake. But other than that, we're just gonna rock and roll. Get right into this. Yep, she's an old friend of mine too, actually, Mom. And I do want to have a Pokemon. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be getting all kinds of dark types. I do want a Pokedex. It's gonna be real helpful for me. Alright, we're gonna go look for Bianca. I do know how to open my bag. So let's rock and roll. Now do not worry, like I said, I'm gonna be getting all the items and all the completions, so just trust me whenever I say I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be going through this game in a meticulous order. I'm planning out every episode. We're gonna get this rocking and rolling. It's gonna be quite the series. Yep. I'm getting a Pokemon. Now this is one thing I've always never really understood about why they made it so that your rival in this game, he's raised his Pokemon from an egg. I've never really understood why they did that, or why they didn't make it so that the rival got it from Bianca. I've never really understood that. But he's gonna be coming with me to get my Pokemon so I can finally challenge him to a battle. You know, I've been living here how long and he has his Pokemon already. You know, it feels like cheating, but we're gonna rock and roll. Now, obviously, since none of the starter Pokemon can be Dark types, unfortunately, none of them have an evolution that's a Dark type, none of them are a Dark type. That means I am going to have to rock and roll with a Dark type for the first battle of the game. You know, I'm gonna have to fight my rival with the starter. That's just how it's gonna be. Now, I decided for a mixture of challenge and also for fun, I am gonna be making it so that I'm gonna be picking Tepig, so that he rolls with Snivy. I thought it would be approximately the most fair. I am Z-Man, actually. I didn't want to pick Snivy so that he would have Tepig, and I thought that because him having a fighting type as a starter would be really rough. It will help you complete the Pokedex, by the way. So I decided that I would go for something else, and I thought this would be probably the hardest out of the two other options, because Samurott is good, but the rest of his team gets shaped around it pretty heavily, so... Alright, normally this would be where you would save if you're resetting for nature or shininess or something, but I'm just going to talk right in, go right in, say hello to Bianca, and we're going to pick Tepig. Like I said, unfortunately, we're not going to get started with this dark type monotype just yet, but this is going to be the first step. Gotta rock and roll with this starter. We're not going to be giving a nickname to it. I am going to be nicknaming every Pokemon after this. Every dark type we get is going to get a nickname, but Tepig, just to start with, is not going to be named, because it's not going to be a mainstay on our team. So let's get right into it. We're going to battle our rival here after he gets his Pokedex. Yep, it's pretty crazy. I know, pretty cool. Now, I am prepared for this to be a little bit of a struggle here coming at the beginning, but I'll get to that in a minute. He's gonna get a Pokedex. He's gotta get stronger. He's gotta get his He's got some big lofty goals coming along throughout the game. Yep, he's searching for something very important. We're wondering how that is. Alright, but all seriousness, right as we're about to get into this, as he's about to battle me, the first time I heard this song, I thought for sure, I was like, there's no way that they could have used this song on a rival battle because of how good it is. But this song kicks butt. Bum, 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 bum. The first time I heard this, I was like, there's no way this is just a rival battle theme, and it really is. So that just shows how much I just love Gen 5's music. It's just so good. Now, as with most of these, just first off rival battles, you're just going to click your attacking move. It really doesn't take much to beat the rival in the first one, especially if you pick Tepig, because Tepig has a really high base attack and really high base HP. Which makes it so that it actually is really, really good for just, you know, beating up your opponent. Which is really nice. So, yeah, there's pretty much no way you can lose this first battle. You can go for Tail Whip to lower the defense, and you know that can be helpful, but overall I think it's better to just smack them with Tackle. So we're going to win our first battle. Unfortunately, Tepe is going to be getting that experience. It's going to be going to waste, but don't worry, because we're going to be getting our real teammates pretty soon here. So, nice, easy win. Easy win. But yeah, I absolutely love Hugh's theme in this game. It's so good. Alright, it's time to go for the Pokemon Center. Something also I love about this Gen 5 games is that the Pokemon Center in these games actually combines the Pokemon Center and the Pokemon Mart, which I always thought was super nice. You know, it gives that sense of consistency, gives that sense of, you know, convenience, right? Because it's really nice to be able to just, you know, go ahead, heal your Pokemon, buy items you need. You know, I always thought that this was really nice, not having the separate building and separate loading times, you know, the whole 9 yards. I've always thought this was just the best system, easily, in my opinion. But yep, PC is where I can put any Pokemon. We're going to be using that quite a bit throughout this run. Yep, buying Pokeballs, buying potions. And now that we have our Pokeballs, we can finally get our first member of our team. Now, as I mentioned, it's going to be a comprehensive walkthrough. So not only am I going to be talking about items, the trainers, but I'm actually also going to be talking about every Pokemon that you can encounter throughout the game. And rating their viability, how strong they are, how bad they are, you know, how good they are for using on teams. And I'm going to be talking about every single Pokemon, including the one I use. And I'm going to be giving them a rating based on a letter scale that you can see in the description, or I'm going to talk about them each individually at length as we encounter them, just so that you guys know, you know, what you're dealing with, what you want to roll with if you want to play through this game, you know. And I really want to make sure everybody's got that comprehensive understanding. So we're going to be, in case you don't know, we're grabbing our running shoes so we can finally zip around by holding the B. And we're also going to grab you 2 town maps so that we can not only know how to get around Unova, which I'm pretty much a living town map of Unova at this point, but also I can give it to my buddy Tom. So it's going to be nice and awesome. Alright, we're going to learn how to catch Pokemon. This is the moment of truth, because I'm finally going to be able to get my next member of my team. The real first member of our team that we're going to be struggle busting here through. If you guys know anything about Pokemon Black 2, White 2, you know what I'm about to be catching. So as soon as we get through this catching tutorial, you'll know. Everybody will see. Now, just like with the Minccino and the Cinccino in the tutorial, whenever Professor Juniper was introducing herself, this Pokemon we're about to encounter can actually also be shiny. So we're gonna see if we can get something ridiculous going here. Yeah, the music in this game is just so good. I'm gonna be gushing about it all run. It's just so good. But yep, here's the Pokemon we're gonna be catching. Obviously, this one's Bianca's, but we are going to be adding a Purrloin to our team. Purrloin is a Dark type. It's honestly got really great speed, but mediocre everything else. Its attacking stats are mediocre at best. Its defensive stats are just trash. So the big thing about Purrloin is that it struggles with having a problem with just it fails to maintain relevance throughout the game. Like early game it's okay, especially since it evolves early, but as the game goes on, its stats are just so mediocre it's hard to justify its usage. But we're going to be rolling with it because it's our first Dark type. We're going to be rolling with solo Purrloin actually until like the 3rd gym. So I'm going to be struggling. Like I said, serious struggle bus is about to happen, but we're going to make it work with our boy Purrloin here. So we're going to catch the first one we see. I'm going to look for a level 4 one, hopefully, so that we don't have to grind too much against wild Pokemon here before we get going. Because once I catch this Purrloin, I'm going to be putting my Tepig in the box. That's it for Tepig, you know, like this Purrloin is it. So that's actually a male Purrloin, which is really nice. Or excuse me, a level 4 Purrloin. So we're going to tackle it, get it a little bit lower so I can catch it. That should actually be good enough. We'll toss a Pokeball at it. So it's Route 1. It can't be that hard to catch, right? You know. So hopefully this one has got a decent nature. Now I'm not normally too picky about natures in solo runs, you know, just through the game. But since this is going to be quite the struggle bus here, I'm really hoping I can get something good. So anything that's not like minus speed, I'll pretty much accept. I've got a name for it. Unfortunately, it's male. I wanted it to be female because this would fit like so much better if it was female. But I'm gonna be naming it Yumi after the cat, as we all know. So let's just check this thing's nature. I hope I got something decent. Modest. Modest. Huh. Purrloin and Leopard actually get a lot of really great special attacking moves later. But the big problem is right now, that reduced power on Scratch, I'm going to feel that. Because Scratch obviously being physical and Modest lowering my attack but increasing my special attack is really going to sting. That's actually a fantastic nature, but I just don't think I can roll with it. I'll see if I can catch another one. If I find another Purrloin that's level 4, I'll try to catch it. That's the other Pokemon you can catch on this route. It's a normal type, Patrat. I'll talk about this at length, actually. I might as well talk about these while I'm looking for Purrloins. The two Pokemon you can catch on this route before you head to the next town are Purrloin and Patrat. Now, Patrat is, like I said, a normal type. It's very similar to Purrloin in the sense that it evolves early. It doesn't have the greatest stats in the world. Its speed is pretty decent, and its attacking stats are actually pretty good for when you get it, but the main problem is it's frail and its usefulness falls off a cliff since it's just a normal type. So it really struggles with that semblance of it's okay early, definitely. It's like actually pretty usable, but the main problem is it just falls off a cliff, right? Like I can't enunciate that enough. Like this Pokemon, as soon as you get past like the second or third gym, it stops being useful like altogether, and that's really the main issue. Man, it'd be really nice if I could find a freaking Purrloin, but really, it's a mediocre Pokemon, and overall I would recommend you don't use it if you're thinking to play competitively. Throughout the game, you know, really trying to win. But if you're just looking for a challenge or a bit of an off choice, you know, Patrat is definitely a decent choice. It's got decent attacking stats, decent speed, especially for when you get it. So it's a really good early game option, especially if you're one of the people who likes picking up Pokemon and then dropping them later for different ones. I'll go to another Purrloin. Unfortunately, it's level 2, but we'll catch it anyway, just to see if it's got a great nature. For example, if it's like Adamant or like Jolly or something, I'm super down with catching it. I think it'll live a tackle. Yep. So rock him right through. Honestly, the level 2 Purrloin I'm not super stoked about. I'm gonna catch it regardless and name it Yumi. This one's actually female, so if it's got a fantastic nature, I'm totally rolling with this. But overall, I really do. I'll pretty much take anything except for something that lowers attack or speed. Which is why Modest is so rough, because it's actually not a bad nature. It's just the main problem with it is that it's not great early, which is when we really need this thing to be strong. Because again, this is going to be the only Pokemon we're going to have on our team for a while, and we're going to be struggle busting through this. So, just going to nickname it real fast, going to check its nature. I hope it's something good. Docile, that's actually neutral. It's actually not terrible, but I'll look for one more. I'm hoping for a level 4 one. Alright, another Purrloin. Well, I'll take level 2 again. I'll just catch it. See if we can catch, get one with a, if this is an extremely good nature, I'll roll with it. But I might as well use this time to talk about Purrloin and Patrat's ratings. Both great early game Pokemon, or at least decent, but they do fall off really hard, and that's the main issue. Even early game, they're definitely going to be a bit of a struggle because of their low stats and weak move pool to start off. I definitely say Patrat's better early than Purrloin is. But to start right off, I'd say Patrat's definitely better than Purrloin overall. But they're both really bottom of the barrel. And I was going from a rating of A and like A+, even S. Actually, I can use S as the highest ranking. S being the highest and E being the lowest. I'd say Patrat is definitely like a D+, C-, and Purrloin is like a solid D, I'd say. Both really, really weak Pokemon, but again, if you're looking for a challenge like I am, or if you're just looking for some fun, or an off Pokemon, I definitely recommend it. Also, I should have checked their nature before I went for this, but I'll catch this anyway. Unless I get a crit or something, this just dies. Alright, boom. So we're gonna catch this one, and then hopefully something will be good enough for me to rock with. But yeah, these are definitely not the greatest choices. You got some great choices coming up on the route following this one, and in the first area of the game we're going to be exploring. So if you guys really want to add something to your team early, I recommend waiting just a little while longer. You've got some fantastic choices coming up. But for me, since I'm using only dark types, this is what I've got to work with. I've got our beast, our monster, the cat. So spelling out Yumi for, what, the 5th time? Probably have like a full team of freaking cats now. Alright, let's check the natures on these last two. Sassy, it's actually really bad, so that one's probably never going to get used. Adamant, oh, that's fantastic! Oh, that's insane! That's plus attack minus special attack. It's the opposite of modest. Alright, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. And it's female, so Yumi actually makes sense. Alright, that's actually clean. Alright, so we're going to be making use of that awesome box system. Now, I mentioned before, we're going to plop all of these rejects in the box. Actually, I don't remember. Does Purrloin get the pickup ability? I've never used this Pokemon, so I don't actually know. Unburden, Limber, Blaze. Oh, wait, this one actually has Unburden, which is even better. That's actually fantastic. What Unburden actually does is it makes it so that it doubles your speed if your held item is consumed. And held items can be consumed under a number of circumstances, but the most easy one is when you eat a berry. And Pokemon eat berries all the time. For example, if they're holding something like a person berry, which cures confusion, and you get confused, it cures your confusion. Boom, you no longer have an item. My Liepard, but my Purrloin speed will actually be doubled, and that happens with Oran berries early game. That happens with, you know, citrus berries later. You know, this is actually going to be really, really nice, I think, for using as one of my main party members. That's actually really nice. That's actually kind of funny that I ended up getting such an insanely good Purrloin to start, because it's literally perfect. Like, it has the perfect nature, it has the perfect ability. So I'm really excited to use this. I'm definitely prepared. I did a few test runs of this, and it is a struggle. We're gonna have to grind a little bit here on the first route, because Purrloin is so unbelievably weak early that all I'm gonna be doing is scratching for a while. And since this thing is actually gonna be lower level than most of the Pokemon we're fighting, because it's not our starter, this is going to be rough, but we're gonna make it work. I am ready. We're gonna make it work. So, first actual battle with a wild Pokemon. I know it's taken us a while. Rolling with our first real party member, Miss Yumi. Gonna scratch the heck out of this thing. Look at that damage, though. That is peanuts. That is peanuts. But we're gonna make it work, Yumi. We're gonna make it work. I believe in you. You're a strong, independent cat. Oh, guess this is gonna be rough. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Another Purrloin. This is what you've been training for. We can do this, Yumi. Oh my god, that does peanuts, bro. Oh, this is gonna be so excruciating. Oh god. I better not lose. Alright, it doesn't kill me unless it crits me. So, I'm safe to just hit this. Oh, and I can use Growl, so I actually could take 2 now. So we're just gonna scratch this one more time. And we're gonna finish this thing off with a scratch. Wow. Actual heart-pounding gameplay, bro. Just sitting here scratching wild Pokemon is actually just getting this close to me just dying. Alright, looks like I have to run back through this grass and heal again. This is, I'm telling you, this is a struggle. These first few episodes with just this Purrloin are going to be hard. Like, actually just, I don't even know, like, what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna heal up one more time. Once I get to level 5, I think I can roll. I think I can rock and roll. Move on to the actual, like, you know, story of the game instead of just smacking wild Pokemon with Scratch. But we're gonna have to see. This is gonna... Yikes. Yikes. Alright. Another wild Pokemon with some experience. It's another cat. Well, this is actually going to be a bit of a nail biter. My Purrloin should be poised to win since it has a good nature. It's decent stats, so... Gosh, that does so little. God, this is actually just gonna be a freaking wet noodle fight. The wild Purrloin I noticed also is faster than me, which is pretty interesting. I'm going for Growl again, I see. Like I said, these early battles really are just you just click scratch or like tackle or whatever your move is. Pound, because like you truly just you have no choice, right? Like going for these kinds of status moves is almost pointless. Oh, I just got crit. Thank God I'm alive. Alright, looks like I have to heal. Use my only potion. Just so I don't die. Jeez, this is rough. Solid 10 billion hit KO on this Purrloin. Bro. Oh god. This is rough. What was that? A solid 8 hit KO, but we're finally leveled up. The struggle is over. Gosh. Alright, talking to you. Alright. So, if we go up there, after I battle this Patrat, honestly, I might cut this out. This is ridiculous. Because holy crap, these Pokemon are getting on my nerves. Alright, going for Leer. That's actually kind of spooky. But I really do want everybody to understand how much of a struggle this is. I might not cut out these first few battles. Or I might cut out some of the fluff in these. Oh, good crit. But it is ridiculous how hard these first battles are going to be with just this Purrloin. Uh-oh, I don't actually have a heal. If this is level 2, I'll take it on. Oh, it's level 4, alright, fuck that. Like, there's no way I'm fighting that. Get me the heck out of here. I'm trying not to die. Alright, let's grab this item. It's going to be a potion. And we're going to move on along to Floccesy Town. What's up, Alder? Trainer with a keen interest in the world. That's great, dude. I like Pokemon too, bro. Yeah, my name's Z-Man. I am from Aspertia City, and I am going to be a Dark type master. So Alder, he's gonna be quite the person in our journey. I'll tell you what. He is quite the strapping young lad. That man is buff. So we're gonna heal up our Purrloin so we don't just die horribly. This is gonna be rough, man. We're gonna make it work. I believe someone... I know there's some people going up here that's gonna have some items for me. I have them here on my notes. Alright, let's rock and roll. Let's move on along. We're gonna explore Floccesy Town a little first. I know one of these houses has got some items for me. So we're gonna just check. Yep, right here. This guy right here in the first house on the right has got a potion for you, which is really nice. Free potions are always handy, as you see by the fact that I'm literally losing battles with wild Pokemon. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. This is gonna be rough, but trust me, this is gonna get better. The dark types in this game are great. There are some fantastic dark types in this game to roll with. Like, I love using dark types in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, so here's Alder. He's gonna notice that we've got a town map on us, so he's gonna tell us to go chase after my boy Tom. So I'm going to explore Route 20 real fast, and then I think I'm going to end the video. I'm probably going to do a little bit of grinding off camera if I struggle too much with these first few trainer battles here on Route 20. Welcome. If I struggle a little too much, like I said, I might do some grinding, but we'll see. So first trainer battle with someone who's not our rival. We're going to put our Purrloin to the test against a Patrat. level 4. This is actually pretty stressful, I'll be honest, because Patrat gains same type attack bonus from its basic normal type attacks, unlike my Purrloin, which is something that's really important when your Pokemon uses a move of the same type of its type. So for example, if Patrat uses Tackle, because it's a normal type Pokemon using a normal type move, its power is going to be boosted by 1.5 times, making it really dangerous. This is going to sting. Yeah, compared to my scratches. So for example, if I was using a dark type move on my Purrloin, I would actually be doing way more damage. But because I'm not, unfortunately, we're gonna keep hitting like throwing peanuts as this guy. But we're gonna finish off the power up with a scratch. We're gonna level up, real nice. Get some much needed stats. Getting a completely useless move in assist. Assist, what it actually does is it calls upon a move that's on a Pokemon, a different Pokemon in your party, and it uses that move. But yeah. Also, you're probably going to notice, oh, there's leaves everywhere. That's actually special for this season. Leaves only appear on Route 20 if it's autumn, and that's something that's special to Pokemon Black and White, Black 2, and White 2. Depending on what month you're playing in, it'll change the season. So, for example, right now, since I'm playing in July, it's August. Or, excuse me, it's August. Well, no, it's August. It's fall, which means that the leaves are going to be around, which means I have access to special areas that are not normally available on Route 20, so a few extra items. And later on in the game, I would have access to a few extra trainers, which is very nice. I might have to do some clock switching around just so that I can have access to those, but we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So I'm going to finish off that Purrloin with a scratch. But yeah, you're going to find a lot of these situations throughout Pokemon Black and White, Black 2 and White 2, where because of the season, it's actually going to change what things you're able to do on the route. This happens in a lot of different areas, and I'll obviously mention them when they come up. And I'll obviously show all the items that can be gotten depending on the season. So I'm going to heal up real fast so I don't lose. So I don't have to use any potions on the roll. And then we're going to get back to the grind. Now, we're going to be quickly approaching the end of this episode. In the next episode, it's going to be spent with mostly talking about all the Pokemon that you can catch on Route 20, and later on our destination being Flockacy Ranch. Lots of Pokemon to be caught, and this is where you really want to be adding the Pokemon to your team. I mentioned before how, you know, it's really not that big of a deal if you don't want to add Purrloin or Patrat to your team, because these are the places you're going to be adding Pokemon. There's a ton of fantastic choices that I think are actual choices also. It's not just like things you can use if you're feeling it or things that you can use if you're looking for a challenge. I'm talking actual choices that are going to help you throughout the entire game. So definitely keep a lookout for them. I'll be talking about them next episode. But as we rapidly approach the end of this video, I do want to say thank everyone so much for the support on this series. You know, I'm really looking forward to making this, so give me any tips, anything. This is my first real Let's Play I'm doing, so I really want to hear what you guys think. And I'm really excited to do this. I'm going to be putting my all into this, and it is going to be some fun. So I'm going to grab a hidden item up here. I bet you didn't know, Pokeball appear on this rock. And we have officially reached Flockacy Ranch up there. Now, real fast, I am going to grab another hidden item. A potion down here, which is real nice, as always. And there is another item I can grab, because it is autumn. Being right here. Oh, got caught in the leaves. Being a Pokeball. So, that's all the items that you can get at this beginning area if it's if it's autumn. And here we are at Flockacy Ranch. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank everyone so much for watching. In the next part, we're going to be going through Flockacy Ranch with our new Purrloin. We're going to be seeing what's going on, giving our town map to our rival, and we're going to see if our Purrloin can really stand up to the test. Like I said, going to be talking about a lot of cool Pokemon you can catch up in this next area. But thank everyone so much for watching. I'm so excited to do this playthrough. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Peace.